Welcome to the documentary. This documentary is called The Power of Raw. The longer title is The Power of Raw, the power of you. You have the power to choose. You do. The power of Raw, the power of you. You have the power to choose. Choose Raw. I want to choose my health. I do. But since I'm not at death's door, it's hard for me to change who I was before. My pattern, my routine, my favorite foods, my favorite places to eat. And plus, I don't make enough money. I'm not rich. I can't afford it, eating organic. And plus, it's so hard in the moment when I pass those tempting stores filled with delicious treats and my mind, my taste buds salivate, imagining the sensation that I'd entreat. But I want to change. I want to see. I want to see the truth in front of me, because my body's telling me. My body's telling me that it's full. My body's telling me what it really wants. And it's hard. But no other life would I trade for this one. Life's a journey. And for these past 2 weeks, I've been living in this spiritual oasis, this spiritual retreat filled with raw vegans, fruitarians, people who put their body first, who are disciplined, who are goal-driven, and put their happiness first. Yeah, I'm a little crazy. I never met any of these people before 2 weeks ago. But now they feel like my family. And I can't imagine that I never knew who they were before, not even 14 days ago. So welcome to this documentary filled with so much light and truth. I hope that you can connect to someone's story, someone's struggle, because maybe you have that struggle too. And they can be that guidance counselor, or that shining star, or just that good Samaritan, that friend who reaches out their hand and says, "You can do this. I believe in you. Will you do this for yourself? Will you do this for your body? But not just your body, for your land? If we all take a stand one by one, this body we can heal, this celestial body that's here. The only world that's real." So welcome to this documentary. I hope many truths will you feel.
Lend me your ears to sing you my song. Lend me your ears to hear. Lend me your ears to sing you my song. Lend me your ears to hear. It's gonna be hard. one who was here since before my birth. More than all my possessions is this seed worth. More than my life is worth this seed inside. Lend me your ears to sing you my song. Lend me your ears to hear. Lend me your ears to sing you my song. Lend me your ears to hear. I can put up a fight till the day that I die. I can tell you the truth till I tell you goodbye. But what good will it do if you never see the truth for yourself in your own body? The body of someone else, my friend, in who I see me. Lend me your ears to sing you my song. Lend me your ears to hear my song. Lend me your ears to sing you my song. Lend me your ears to hear.
How's it going?
Hey.
Power to the world.
Yes.
Come to Green. Come to Arnold's, get a green smoothie.
Awesome.
Wanna try what? That was you. You was over there. That was you over there, right? What's your
I'll
name
save
again?
those. Carrie.
Carrie, I'm Scott.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. So what you doing here? A documentary?
Yes.
That's what's up. I love that. What's that, Labradorite? Or what is that one?
Kawa.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Thanks.
Hi, world.
Got anything to say?
Hey, I just want to say, follow yourself, follow your instincts, do best with my you, and just give it 100%, and you'll change from the inside and out. Whatever you know, just do it all with greatness that's the power within you.
Yes.
Bye. I'm Scott. Nice to meet y'all.
What do you want, and how badly do you want it?
Desire fuels us all more than excitement of the moment.
What was your lifestyle before?
Garbage. Yeah. Well, first I went vegan, but I ate garbage.
Like, what were some of your favorite foods?
Rice and chips.
Hmm.
And I ate somewhat healthy and somewhat garbage. Not ice cream, tofuti.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of vegan treats.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And how
Then I discovered the raw foods and how it could help me.
did it help you?
I had a leg brace on, and I got it off, and I can run 8 miles an hour on the treadmill,
Wow.
but I can't run freestanding. Thank God, I was looking at death. I weighed 300 pounds, and that's it.
And any other problems that you were
on 15
diagnosed with?
MS, multiple sclerosis.
Hmm. And you were on 15 medications?
Yeah. Heavy duty.
Wow. And so what was it like when you first ate raw?
It was great. But I cut out all the vegetables and I only do fruit. And a lot of juices.
Hmm. Was it hard?
Yeah, it's hard.
What's hard about it?
Staying all raw, because when my husband goes out for cooked vegan food, I want to engage in cooked vegan food, but I know it's not healthy for me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Great. Anything else you want to say?
no, but I'm going to keep getting better. I can reverse this disease eating this way if I eat this way.
How long have you been eating this way?
2 years,
Wow.
but not completely raw. Completely raw fruitarian for about a month.
Wow. Anything else?
No,
Okay.
that's it.
Love at first bite.
Always knew it was right.
Close my eyes tight.
Savored the love at
First bite.
How did you come to raw food?
Actually, I started working with Drew Martin at Drew Ma Fitness, but he was at another gym in March of 2014. I was just coming off of having a total knee replacement, and I had been in such pain before that. I was walking with a cane, and once the surgery was over, I was literally pain-free. And the November before that, my surgery was January 7th, 2014. But in November of 13, I went to Weight Watchers and I found out that I had lost 100 pounds over 10 years, very slowly. So after my surgery, I went to the gym and the person I was supposed to train with wasn't available, and they asked me if I wanted to try the new guy. It happened to be Drew, and we just clicked. He asked me what I wanted to do, what I wanted to accomplish, and then he said we could do it, we'd have to do it slow, and as long as I would dedicate myself. And in 2 years, he helped me lose another 160 pounds. So I've lost 263 to be exact. And I have never felt better. I still have some health issues, but they've been long-term and they're getting better. I have arthritis, obviously, because I had a knee done. But Drew really helped me realize the importance of nutrition, not just exercise. So I would keep a journal, and from March until that May, I ate meat, fish, whatever. And one Saturday we were working out, and he read the journal. He said, "You haven't eaten meat or fish in 2 weeks." I said, "You know what? I'm going to try to go vegetarian." So I did that until August. And then I met a nurse I worked with about 6 months earlier. She lost 35 pounds in 3 months, and I asked her, what did she do? I gave up dairy. I said, okay. So August of 2014, I became vegan. I just went right to vegan. I didn't have any problems with it. Drew helped me. I mean, Drew's always been there as far as the nutritional piece goes. Some of our workout sessions actually involved going grocery shopping, answering questions, meal planning, the best time of day for me to eat what, everything. And it fell into place just like it was supposed to be. And I've had no issues. I have no intention of going back to meat, fish. I like the lifestyle, I like the food, and it helped me to lose weight, and I feel great. I mean, I was diabetic. I was taking 2 different insulins a day. I was taking 5 pills, and now I take 1 pill at night, and he's about right. My doctor says I'll probably be off of that in another few weeks.
Invest in yourself instead of getting high.
Invest in the moment, live to die.
Invest in the moment, invest in the time.
Instead of watching it fly by.
My name is Drew Ma, and this is my story. Once upon a time, my life was a horrible place. I wanted to die. My feelings I longed to erase. I hated the world. Everything made me pissed. I was a hardcore activist, fighting against all the stupid shit that we even have to say. Black Lives Matter, like we fucking forgot. Anything and everything just made me so mad, so hot, so filled with rage that I would want to just rip my shirt. So much tension just from living. I'd slam myself into a concrete wall, not caring how much I bled or how much it hurt. But it did hurt. I hurt so much that once, not twice, but 5 times a day, I'd have to smoke, I'd have to drink to make it all go away. I'd smoke to get so high that I wouldn't feel the pain, or I'd drink and I'd drink and drink so I wouldn't even remember my name. Because it hurts so much to be alive in this world that's more than fucked up. It made me want to hurt myself, cut myself, kill myself even. I wanted to commit suicide, and part of me was just hoping for the day it happened, the day I died. But then one day, everything changed. I went to this place where the man, he knew my name. He knew my game, the one I was caught up in anyway. He came out from behind the counter, looked right at me and said, you were in my dream. I told him about my drinking and my addiction to weed. He said, you were in my dream. I dreamt you were sober for 10 days. You didn't drink, you didn't smoke because you followed my ways, Arnold's way. I thought this man was crazy, but he told me it would cost me nothing, which made me think, if I have nothing to lose, why not see if he's actually onto something? Maybe he could help me, because that's all it was. I was crying out for help. I was just looking for help, but going to the wrong shit, not stuff that's gonna help. Just stuff that's gonna numb me, and check me out. So this man, I took his deal, and it was so fucking hard. The detox, the leaving of those things, I hit every day, all day, real hard. But after the 10 days and before even that, my body was coming alive. It was fighting back. I could feel my body and it awakened this person, not the victim, but the fighter, the crusader, the warrior. And then I thought, this is possible. It's possible to overcome a need and dependency, to weed to that seed. And this is all I'm gonna do. This is all I want to do to help others see that we're strong, we're right, our body's waiting for us to invest in. No longer trapped in my depression. Raw food was my ticket to my path that was destined. I invested in myself instead of getting high. I live each moment to the fullest now instead of hoping it'll just pass by. Because I'm here to live, not here to wait to die. I'm here to live. My body is awake and I'm alive.
Your cells don't want to hear your shit. How you can barely take it.
Your cells are alive.
They do more than survive.
They harmonize.
What we're going to do is, and I did the same thing with Chuck. Chuck had bipolar. He weighed 270 pounds. He had depression. I mean, he had a whole. I don't know whether you remember him or not.
I remember.
He was a mess.
I remember.
He was a total mess. And I gave him 3 meals for 30 days. I did. I gave him 3 mini smoothies, which I did, and he did it. And he took the challenge to come here every single day.
Well, I saw pictures of him after.
The secret is coming here every single day and talking to people. You know how much it's going to cost you? 0. You can't beat that. Because I remember last time he came, he did, if I remember correctly, he did pretty well. And I also remember Diane, your friend, did pretty well.
Yeah.
Because we did a video with her.
We did it together, too.
We did it together, and she did a video.
We were just buying healthy foods,
Just buying healthy
opening up
food,
at our
boom,
house,
boom,
just
boom,
set
boom.
up the table, the blender,
And she
everything.
she did well. The hard part is sticking to it.
Yes.
That's the hard part. Because even though Chuck was with me for 30 days, actually, I think he was with me for 6 or 7 months.
Yeah.
He was with me for a long time. And then one day, he just...
I was at home at the time too, so my whole family eats meat and every
Right. Well, you
and
live at
all
home now
kind of
still?
junk. Not
So,
more so with my
more
boyfriend.
what's better?
But
give
it
you
was
a
hard because my mom,
you a hug?
she knew, mom knew what was vegetarian, what
Yeah.
was safe as far as my.
But I know I really like
But
that.
she didn't understand.
Because you were a super girl back then. You're still
Everything's-
probably even more super today. And I know you weren't
That's
doing the
right.
right thing.
Of course,
I did one. And not more important, you had a baby.
it's not just me anymore.
Not just you. And that makes... Because it's all
That's why I
about-
was like, we're in Lansdale, we have to go see Arnold.
It's all-
He'll know us too.
It's all about the low.
Yeah,
The body doesn't know about 16 espresso
I don't think so.
shots. It does. More like
And it gets me agitated after.
It gets
a
you
while.
agitated.
Yeah.
So it starts today.
All right.
Come here every day.
I'll try to come every day.
Do the best you can. Every time you come here, 3 green smoothies, and I'd like you maybe bring Mark or something like that. Sit down, relax, and we'll take care of it. How's that? Okay, good. I gotta get back to work.
I know, and I gotta buy some stuff.
Okay.
I'm getting hungry.
Okay. Let me give you another hug. Bye now, see.
I love you, Arnold.
Love you. Say hi. There's 3 green smoothies in the refrigerator.
All right, sounds good.
I have no choice in the matter once I see the results.
Truth outshines temptation.
Shining star, my salvation.
So my name is Stephanie. I am 20 years old, and yesterday was my my 1 week of being a vegan and like trying raw foods. I'm doing more like raw till 4 kind of thing, so not completely raw, but I already feel amazing. I started this lifestyle because I got diagnosed with PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, and I have asthma. And Arnold told me that my asthma will go away in like 30 days, which would be really cool. And I already feel so much better. Like even with the warm weather we had today, which was 91 degrees, I still like went out and had no allergy issues at all, which is like the first time since I was a baby. My polycystic ovarian syndrome, they told me to actually cut out carbs, and I tried that and I ended up getting really, really sick off the foods they were making me eat. It was like all like, they mostly meats they wanted me to eat, and like not as much vegetable, not as much fruit, like no fruit at all pretty much, and then not as much vegetables, and it was just, I was feeling really sick and like slowed down and gross. So I decided to do this, and I got my cousin to do it with me and like some of my cousin's friends to do it, and it's just been an amazing challenge, and it's just been great. So, yeah.
Your body never makes mistakes.
It's ridden all the empty waste.
What your body takes in,
it
doesn't need to use. What you think is a disease
is only your body loving you, getting rid of the refuse.
Hi, my name is Marta, and about 8 months ago I was diagnosed with incurable brain cancer, and after a long search I came across raw food, and I just, from the first minute, I didn't want to do chemo and radiation. So I found Arnold's Way, and I moved in with him for 30 days, and he showed me what to do, what to eat, how to heal myself. And I've been a raw foodist ever since. Now it's been 8 months. According to my doctors, I should be pretty much dead or dying, but actually I'm feeling very, very good, and I'm still amazed every day how just by eating the right things, how it's changing my life. You know, after they told me that I have only months to live, like my life really was upside down. And Arnold was the nicest person to me. Like, it was the best thing ever could happen to me, that he took me under his arms, or wings, how you say, and he was tough with me, like tough love, but that's what I needed at the time, because I wanted to eat, you know, like I was eating before, but he kept me on a very low-fat, raw food lifestyle, and he put me right away, you know, like not gradually went on it, but right away, since my case was so serious. And it was tough and rough at first, but after a week it became easier until my body was detoxifying, you know, and it was just, Arnold was there for me from the beginning to the end. Like, he treated me like a queen, really. And he believed in me, you know, he believed that I can heal. And like my closest friends in New York, they were not there for me. They couldn't understand why I'm refusing chemo and radiation. They told me that I'm completely lost my mind after my brain surgery, and I just didn't find support with my closest friends. And it was very hard for me, because it's not enough that, you know, I had a brain surgery and I got diagnosed with incurable brain cancer, but I needed some support system, and I didn't have it. And Arnold was my biggest support system. And I'm very grateful to him.
Let me tell you something about fruit. Exactly. What the hell was that? What was that? Are you still rolling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do it again. Let me tell you something about fruit. This shit's banging. and then you would cut right there.
I think raw vegan food, if you're open to it, it can be the healthiest. So, depending on how spiritually strong I am and if I want to stay high, if I want my spirit to rise, essentially, I think raw vegan is the best way to do that. However, if I feel like indulging in earthly pleasures like a good taste of food, I might feel a little bit more heavy or less light, less spiritually connected, but it might taste really good. And so it's really what you're looking for in life. If you want earthly pleasures, or do you want to rise a bit? So balance, I would say.
Because there's just like I'm so fucking cool. I gotta eat this banana right now. Oh my god, this started like this though. Like it's paraphernalia.
Wait, I want to be over here.
It's actually a little overripe, but I'll eat it anyway.
A few years ago when I got into this diet, this lifestyle really, I was telling everyone they should do it for themselves because they can feel amazing. But as I've learned more and more, this affects all forms of life that we really have no business consuming. And on top of that, I think the biggest reason of all now is the environment. I watched a film called Cowspiracy, and it talks about a study, and they say the amount of greenhouse gas emissions caused by animal agriculture is 4 times that of all the 1 billion vehicles on the planet. So 4 times as much. And yet environmental organizations are telling people to take shorter showers and drive Priuses and carpool. And the world is going down the tubes, and really everyone's got to go vegan. And I encourage everyone to go a whole foods diet and go all raw if you can, because that's really where it's at. That's where the magic and power is, where you can tap into.
Well, I've been vegetarian the last 7 years, vegan the last 5, and mostly raw the last 5. And yeah, I would say right now I pretty much eat like an heirloom foods diet, and I've been doing that the last couple years. And I've really, over the last year or so, I've really cut out all like snacks and any type of really strain. I just slowly have eliminated a lot of that just unwanted stuff.
What's heirloom?
Heirloom are more first generational seeds, or seeds that are naturally coming from nature. In this type of conventional cultivation process we have going on planet Earth right now, we are often hybridizing seeds, and this is leading to seedless produce and various things which are not originally found in nature. So that's a lot of what I kind of bring to the raw foods movement is, what plants, what fruits and vegetables are actually found in nature, as opposed to what have been cultivated and hybridized for thousands of years, and this is the end result product that we get in our grocery store.
Wow. So where do you get those at?
Well, you get them in nature, All these plants naturally and organically occur in nature. And, a good example is a carrot. Like a carrot, there's no such thing as a carrot in nature. Carrot, there's a wild carrot, and that's been crossed with Queen's Anne lace. Well, it's actually a wild yam that's been crossed with Queen's Anne lace, which is the wild carrot. And that's what then, over the process of hundreds or 1,000 years gives you this long, starchy tuber that we know today as the carrot. What is the healing potential of a hybridized, food, a hybridized starch? That's just a different type of argument you can get into. So, All these foods organically occur in nature, and that's why like the Banana Fest, I'll eat, you know, the best bananas I can get, which is like a baby banana or a red banana that actually has the seeds. That's not completely heirloom, but it's less cultivated and it's closer to nature. It's closer to the first generation at least.
Oh, I gotta go incognito. I'm sorry. Can you? Is it picking up that fan now? I want to pick up that fan.
It's okay.
I got treats for you. What's he doing this? What is this? Did you spray the bananas? What are you doing? These are all Brian's bananas.
Yep, they're Brian's bananas. He's been waiting for them to ripen.
Oh my god, here we go. Is that him? Is that Brian?
Street.
Shit, I think it's Brian sneaking up on me.
I think it's Arnold.
Oh, is it? Come on. Look at these bad boys. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one do I want to go? I'm stealing Brian's bananas. These are still.
What are you doing?
I'm stealing Brian's bananas, but some of them are still kind of green. Some of them are.
Don't you think he's gonna know?
Well, yeah, once by the time he finds out, I'll be gone. Look at these little ones. What am I supposed to do with that? It's for a baby. Oh, these are good. These are banging right here. Brown spots means sugar, but there's a little bit of green that actually means they were pulled off the tree too fast and then heated. So they still gotta ripen, but at the same time they're releasing the sugars. Where do they come from? They came from Mexico? Guatemala? Guatemala? Oh, there's more in there too. Look at that. Oh my god, these are all Brian's.
Oh,
That's
no.
empty.
It's oranges too.
Yeah, I just wanted a few seconds of that. But it's somewhere in that ballpark.
10 years or so.
Yeah.
What inspired you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I were, we were into homesteading and stuff like that. We were producing all our own food. And then, when we were doing it, we lived in the city. So I was renting like little plots of land wherever I could. And then eventually we were producing too much food, so we decided to do a farmer's market, but it was more like a hobby, and then it kind of turned into that, you know, over time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of got out of control.
One day a man went to town to find some food to eat. Lots of smells he passed by as he walked along the street. Marinated pork pulled right off the bone. Lines of bellies wanting to welcome the dead pig into their home. Dripping, bloody, dead cow fried right in front of his eyes. But out of all of these excites, these delights, tempting treats, nothing seemed quite right. Nothing would quite satiate his appetite. But after a long search, his eyes finally glanced upon a table, empty of treats, but littered with something small, something plain, tiny dots so small barely the eyes could see. "What are you selling?" the man asked the woman. "What are these things? What do they do?" The woman, silent, just stared at the man, silently watching, waiting. "What do these seeds do?" asked the man, curious to know. "What kind of food do they grow?" "That's what they do, they grow food. Food that I know, that at one point I knew. One point in my life, not now, but before, something sweet, something juicy, but also sour, colorful, beautiful. It grows, then it blooms. This food, I know, this food is fruit. These seeds grow fruit. The woman nodded as she saw the light catch the man's eyes. How much for your seeds? I know these seeds are magic. How much for these seeds? The woman glanced down as she picked up one seed.
For one seed, everything. These are magic seeds.
Everything, the man said. Like everything I own? My car, my home, take it all. It's worthless. It's just money. It means nothing. The woman glanced at the man with intrigue.
I do not want your money. What I want is something more. Your life for these seeds.
My life? The man asked. What do you mean by that?
Control of your fate, your destiny, your path, your time. All will be mine. Because if you want to plant magic seeds, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be quick. It will take everything, your mind, your body, and your spirit. Everything will I own. My thoughts only, this you will hear, only this alone. You must give me your life if you want to create others. These seeds you must care for every minute like they are your brother, for as long as you shall live. Can I trust you to do this? If so, these seeds I will give.
The man didn't even think. He decided there in the moment. Yes, you have my word, you have my life, he said, promising to give the seeds his eternal devotion. The woman handed over the seeds, and in exchange she collected his soul. The man left empty, where his heart was a hole. He lived in the city, so he started his garden small on a little plot of land. He planted the first seed, and watched it grow, and caught the fruit as it would fall, all with his hands, one piece by one piece. Soon he had enough for his table. His wife and him did what they could, as much as they were able. After 2 years' time, and after 3, soon he had more than he had mouths to eat. So he began to give fruit to the rest of his family, and soon to some of his friends, for after 4 and 5 years' time, he needed more land to grow this fruit of the living vine. And after 6 years' time, he moved from the city and bought some land. Nothing huge, only 2 acres, enough for 1 pair of eyes, 1 pair of hands, or maybe 2 pairs of eyes, or 2 pairs of hands, or maybe 3, or maybe 4, but enough to do it by hand, not by machine. Every day before the sun rises until after the sun sets, working every minute to watch the food, the magical fruit grow. And after not 7, not 8, but 10 years' time, this man was able to feed more families 1 mouth at a time. Not 10, not 20, not 100 or 2, but 400 families, over 1,000 mouths from seeds. Something that's free for you and me. Over 1,000 mouths from humble seeds, seeds that are free for you and me. It just takes work, time, energy, and thought. Selfless thought, a sacrifice, my life for these seeds. The fruit of these seeds is worth more than me. Salvatierra's gardens, earth's salvation, fruit of the living vine, for you and me.
A person is broken down into 3 categories: their mind, their body, and their spirit. They're all intertwined. So what you eat, yeah, it will affect your mind. You know, it will affect your body, but it ultimately will affect your spirit, your energy, how you feel, what energy you project out. You know, I was telling Carrie that, you know, you see people who do things that are a little off, and people will say, oh, they're nuts, they're crazy. I'm like, no, they're sick. Because you know what? By what they're eating, they're poisoning themselves. But when you give yourself good food, when you eat well, you give yourself a mental harmony, a spiritual harmony, a physical harmony, and your body, your mind, it will all thank you because you're feeding it peace instead of violence.
What is that?
My energy is not that of an 84-year-old person.
How would you say your energy is?
Probably like a 60-year-old person.
Hmm.
Actually, I feel 35.
And why do you say that?
That's the way I feel. If I didn't look at myself in the mirror, I would say I'm 35. That's how I feel. And as soon as I see myself in the mirror, I say, who is that little old lady? But I don't feel that way. You know, I could see the signs of aging.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too bad. I'm really not that terribly wrinkled for 84.
No.
But you can see the energy is much different here.
After only how many years? 3 years?
Well, it's going to be 4 in December. So it's like 3.5 now. And so the first 2 years were solid. And then after that was really experimenting, working with my addictions. I really made a very, very big mistake when I came into this program. And I said, I'm going to be raw except on certain occasions, like my birthday, holidays. Then I'll indulge, like in cakes and cookies, you know, holiday cookies, birthday cakes, things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I never had any meat. In all these years, I haven't had any meat or fish, chicken, cheese, things like that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the addictive things like pasta and birthday cake and ice cream, things like that. Those are the things that get me. And I had to work that out, and I had to see through that. I had to see the effects it has on me when I have ice cream.
What are the effects?
It brings me down right away. I could actually feel it.
Yeah.
It brings my energy. It's a question of energy. It doesn't make me sick. You know how some people in this movement, how they get sick? They eat these foods and they get
Yeah.
I don't get sick.
Yeah.
I just feel different.
Yeah. What do you mean by energy?
What do I mean by energy?
Like, what is that? What's that word mean to you?
Well, you know how you get an idea, you want to do a project, right? And you're just too tired. You don't have the motivation. You just can't get off the chair, off the couch, right? I have to do it right away. I cannot leave it unturned. I mean, it has to be done, and I do it, right? I make a terrible mess, and then I clean up. But it's done, and it's completed. No loose ends. I have the energy to complete my projects. And not only that, I didn't tell you, I'm also a potter. I still go to Montgomery County Community College and make beautiful sculptures. My house is filled with sculptures that I've made and paintings. That's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
The world needs you to go raw vegan. Will you do yourself, your loved ones, all the living creatures on the planet and the entire world and all the generations to come? Will you do them this favor and spend the time? I think it's so worth it. It'll change your entire life.
It literally feels like I just took a pair of sunglasses off that I was wearing my whole life, and I just didn't even know that I had them on. And it's hard to explain it in just words. You just have to experience it. And when I experienced it, it came as a surprise, and it happened so quickly. It like literally happened in like a day. I just did it for like a day. I just tried it for a day, and once I tried it, there was like, now that I know what it feels like, there's no way I'm going back to anything else. So that's the story that I wanted to share today. Hope you enjoyed it.
Well, when you're my age, you worry about dying, so I keep thinking, what a good place to die. In a high tunnel.
True.
You go right over off the ladder, impale yourself on some metal, all for the sake of organic food.
If you want to feel at your top level of health, activity, energy, and you'll feel happy. You'll be happier because you're raw, because you're going to be feeling better. People that are unhealthy are not happy because they're feeling miserable all the time. So you just you do become happier because you feel better, and it's great. And it's nice to know that you don't have to have limits on how old you're going to be. You know, I've got a really high number up there that I've thought about. Maybe I'll go beyond that, and so I don't want to share it. I don't want to jinx it.
It's a journey. I think it's really important. I think that it's what I want to do, and it's definitely a dedication that. It's hard to take the first couple steps, but I'm really happy that I'm taking those steps now, and I really think that a lot of people would benefit from this lifestyle, and I don't want to like preach anything, and I don't want to try to change anybody's opinions on what they should eat. But there is no downside. There's whether it's for your health, for like animal rights, or even like to fight global warming or anything like that. There really is no downside to eating raw.
The more I learned about veganism, the more I realized that it is just the best thing for my body and the best thing for the earth, which is a big consideration too these days. So I'm confidently moving forward right now.
Nice.
I think it was interesting because everybody had always eaten well, and my wife's very much organic, you know. In a way where she actually studies it, and I think initially she imparted a lot of information and sort of motivation to do it, and then over the years we gardened a lot at home and tried to do that as organically as we could. This was years ago, and then Matthew began to do it. And I guess saw the benefits of eating and living a certain lifestyle and well, and hopefully we can continue with it. So it's nice to be able to do something that you philosophically agree with, and you get up and go to work in the morning, and it's rewarding. Yeah, it's fun to do. It's good work too. It's healthy work, and I can't say it's clean work, but it's good work.
Yeah. How long have you guys been vegan now?
Me, 6 months.
For like over a year. I was like on and off from the beginning, but I did high fat vegan, which I didn't know the way to do it. So, I mean, I did it essentially like ethically, for ethical reasons. And so doing the high fat, like for a little while I was feeling all right, but then I felt really crappy and I was like, I'm not doing this right, I don't feel good. I wasn't doing enough fruit because I had that like idea that fruit was like bad for you or it can make you gain weight. And like that was just how we were raised to like not eat a lot of like carbs or anything. But yeah, and then I just learned about it, and him and I just did more research and then got back into veganism, watched like a lot of documentaries, realized the right way to do it with fruit and lower fat, higher carb. Yeah, we do like a lot of like rice and potatoes still, but I mean fruit is like definitely the beginning of our day right now. So I guess you would call it like raw till 4, but yeah.
That's what we kind of adhere to.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
But we want to do raw though.
Yeah.
Coming Monday, yeah. So we're gonna do like a raw challenge. I feel like that's a good way to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're doing like a challenge like that, you could just make it really easy. Just have bananas and lettuce and blend them. And if you want to choose something, you choose celery sticks.
Okay.
With lettuce.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't use kale or anything like that anymore. I used to.
Why is that?
We're not really designed to eat kale. Yeah. I think the only vegetables we're really designed to eat is lettuce and celery. I mean, cucumbers, tomatoes, bell peppers, zucchini. I eat them.
What about spinach?
Spinach and other baby spinach. Yeah. Those are the 3. Yeah.
And then you put this in there too, the barley.
Yeah,
Barley grass
yeah.
juice powder.
Been using that a couple of
That's
years.
really awesome. I really wanted to get some of this stuff. There's this one lady that I follow on YouTube, and she puts this in all of her banana smoothies. What's her name? I think it's Mango Island Mama on YouTube.
Okay.
She like feeds all of her
heard
kids
of
like
her,
this stuff, and not this one, not yours, and then bananas. But they're the apple bananas, and they love it. Yeah.
They live in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. disease-stricken times. My mind is a cosmic swirl. Because I'm a life force girl. Food to feed my mind, where do I find? Oh, help me. Oh, help us. We, the unfortunate ones, trapped in a consumer world filled with products to choose. I'm a plant-based girl in need of real food. All around me, I see stores built on the ruins of others. My sisters and brothers sucked into the mind's quest to conceive the idea that can help, or the idea that could make them $1 million. This idea, then that idea.
This new product, then that new product. Here's my wallet, give me your product. Here's my time, give me your design. Here's my life, give me.
I'm trapped in a cosmic swirl. I'm a life force girl. Oh, help me. Oh, save me. Save me from this monstrosity of greed and hunger in this place, of being hungry not for food, but for money. It's a great world, and I'm a plant-based girl. Help me. Oh, help me. Help me. Help me.
It's a gray sky, and I'm a plant-based guy. Nothing to eat here, so I look up high. Cry to the heavens above. Why, oh why, God, have you taken away love? Where are our trees? Where is our fruit? Where is the air to live? Our food. If you take away our leaves, how are we to breathe? How are we to live on? As a human race, your name will be forgotten, your face erased. You gave us love, God, in this fruit, in this seed. What we eat as we remember to love my brother more than me. To live, to serve the greater good, my brethren, humanity. If you take away our trees, you take away the greatest gift of all. To love, to give the gift of love in every moment, however small. It's a gray sky and I'm a plant-based guy. Help me, God, come down from on high.
Fruit. The answer to all is fruit. Fruit. The answer to all is fruit. Fruit.
Do you want to know the truth? Do you want to hear the truth? Then lend me your ears. Show me your soul. Let go of your story and open your soul.
Let go of your story and open your soul. Let go of your story and open your soul.
You've been greedy, you've been needy, clouding your vision, your vanity. The image you project want to be better than all the rest. Endless ambition, beauty competition. Endless ambition, beauty competition.
To live your life by the fruit, not the seed. To reclaim your humanity. Reclaim your sensibility. Compassion, love, empathy. Eat the fruit, not the seed. Eat the fruit, not the seed. Eat the fruit, eat the fruit. Eat the love, eat the love. Eat the fruit, eat the fruit. Eat the love, eat the love. Eat the love, eat the love. Eat the love, eat the love.
Eat the love, eat the love. Love is not me, it's not me. My body, my cells, my body, my cells, it's not me, it's not me. My body is spells, L-O-V-E. My body is spells, L-O-V-E.
I want to feed my body what it needs, but these packaged boxes are in front of me. Damn those companies killing me. I know what's inside, empty air. Nothing for me, nothing there. They fortify with added nutrition, but big business only has one mission. To sell more for less. To collect my money, they make me hungry. They grab me with gimmicks and catchy slogans. They hold me forever, to them I'm beholden. I don't want what you sell, but your pitch catches my ear. I'm captured forever, addicted through fear. I think I need you in order to survive. Without this addiction, I'll never get by. Cereal, chips, and pasta too. I'm addicted to you. My body is crying for food. I'm addicted to glue. My body is crying for fruit. But I'm grasped in the clutches of processed foods. Help me, save me, I'm caught in this whirlpool of living the temptation instead of the truth. I want to see the truth, the way, the path in front of me. I want to feed my body what it needs. fruit of the vine, eternal seed.
Love is not me, it's not me, my body, my cells, it's not me, it's not me, my body it spells L-O-V-E, my body it spells L-O-V-E.
That was then, this is now, the time to sing, the time to shout. So grateful I found the truth, the life, fruit of the vine, food of life. My eyes, they are clear, no longer clouded by fear. I ask for your ears, I want you to hear. The gateway to heaven is already here. My friends, it's here. This garden, this Eden, this is our paradise, waiting for you to believe in. The way back is through you. Only you can be the light. We can put up a fight, bash the companies, bash the businesses, but the only way it will last is when we choose to claim control of our bodies. Claim your body, claim your health. See the garden of medicine, nature's infinite, everlasting, bountiful wealth. It will never run out as long as we care. Care to love and help grow what is already there. Given by God at the beginning of time, it will be here forever, long after I die. It will be here forever as long as we care. Care to take care of what is already there. The food, the fruit, the gift of the earth, more than all my possessions, is this seed worth.
I want to feed my body what it needs. Fruit of the vine, eternal seed. Help me, oh help me, oh help me to see. Fruit of the vine, eternal seed. My body, my cells, what was given to me. Fruit of the vine, eternal seed.
Love is not me, it's not me, my body, my cells, it's not me, it's not me, my body it spells L-O-V-E, my body it spells L-O-V to the double E.